Oh my gosh, that was scary. Peace, peace, peace. Oh my gosh, this is just staying on. I can see exactly why I need to cleanse my own energy because when I said that that was scary because it literally, oh my gosh, this is like so smoky. Wow, this is very smoky. I literally took, oh my gosh, maybe like for sure 15 minutes, perhaps like 20 minutes. Half an hour, I think that's a little pushing it. I kid you not though, it took me a while to be able to try to mount my phone because yesterday I was rearranging different things of me for like packing my stuff, and I don't know what I did or what happened. I really can't even, I don't know what happened, but some way, somehow my guitar ended up falling on my tripod. And it's I can understand how I could have prevented that because instead of folding it and putting it, at least folding it down to as far as low and little as it gets folded into, I've been leaving it just open and up and just mounted, like pulled apart, if you know what I mean, to its height. And so since it's so fragile, apparently my guitar fell on it and it broke one of the legs. So, and me in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, why did it break right now? Oh shoot, I think I just burned my hair. I was like, why did it break right now? Because I'm in Mexico. I can't just order things and get it the next day. I can't just go to the store, hit up Best Buy and go buy a tripod. Things are more different now. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving in literally 2 weeks. Now it's less than 2 weeks. Now it's a week and 6 days, and I need my tripod. I need my tripod. It's literally something, it's a main necessity. I really need a tripod. And I've had, literally today, I'm going to be receiving some stuff that I did order online, and one of my uncles brought it. So my dad, he's going to be bringing it when he gets back today. And so if, oh my gosh, Kiko, bro, you're gonna have to move, dude. Don't even wag your tail on it. Oh my gosh, I hope we don't fall down. It's like, it's literally like this. This is exactly how the pole is standing right now. It's leaning. It's the tower. It's a leaning tower of Giza right now. And I had to put some this African soap jar that I have of African soap that I make. I put it next to the broken leg so that I could kind of hold the weight. But it's leaning. It's leaning. But so anyway, I was thinking like, wow, of all days, yesterday my dad left to go and meet and hang out with one of my uncles who's coming, who brought the stuff from El Paso that I shipped it to his place for, because they were coming for this weekend to share some time, have some boy time at one of the ranches, and at the ranch, it's the only ranch at the ranch that they have. And so today my dad's getting back from the ranch from picking up, also getting the stuff from my uncle that I ordered. And it's like, This happened yesterday, last night. I was in my mind thinking, oh my gosh, had this happened just a few days ago, I would have been able to order one before he came this weekend, which was yesterday, and he would have been able to bring me my new tripod. But now I have to figure out, is someone else gonna come here to visit before I leave to my place? Because when I get over there, I'll probably have to wait like a month, if that, to be able to receive any kind of order, because I've been reading up that try to avoid getting stuff shipped out there because custom takes forever. You could be waiting a few months to receive it. And I mean, I'm gonna be a content creator. The one thing I'm gonna be doing is content creating. I need a tripod. So I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of, oh no! Oh my gosh! It fell. Kiko, yeah, you're staring at me because that's what you did, Kiko. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need like 15 minutes to mount this thing up again. Jeez Louise. I don't know who Louise is, but I do know who Jesus. Oh, that sounds like I'm saying Jesus. I'm not trying to say Jesus. I'm not trying to make this a religious channel. I do believe in Christ consciousness. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it right here. I'll be right back. I need to mount this leaning tower of Giza that just fell. Taking a deep breath to not get frustrated. I'll be right back. Wait, actually, that was weird. As soon as I pressed pause and said I'll be right back, I literally took my hand off and it's staying up. So let's see how far we can last here. That didn't even take no 15 minutes. And when I said I'll be back in 15 minutes, in my mind, because I'm already programmed to just think positive and to realize that that as I think is how it's going to be. And if I'm thinking 15 minutes, then it's going to be like 15 minutes. So in my mind, I was thinking like, no, it'll be quick. And I didn't even have to do anything. I just took my hand off and it was good. All right, so we're back in action. We're back. This is how do they say it? This is scene 2 and action. So I think the message is gonna revolve around sometimes things happen and we just don't understand. Like this thing with my tripod, I don't understand why. Oh, whoa. I hope my audio's been okay. I clipped this on when I was struggling with the tripod and I'm actually gonna stop talking while I touch it because I know it probably sounds funky when we move it around. Okay, hold on. We're having so many technical difficulties today. Where do I clip it? All right, that's good. Okay. Wow. A day in my life of my human experience. This guy is gonna touch it again. I can't trust these fellers here. He's trying to play with Shelby and oh man, if you go down again, I'm sorry. I'll pick you back up, I promise. No, Gigo. Oh my gosh, he's literally just like, he's like grazing his body against it or his hairs. Dude. What do you have in your mouth? Okay. Okay. That's funny. You didn't see it because it wasn't in the camera, but I literally lit it and then I took a deep breath and I was like, it just turned off. Okay, you know what? I'm setting intentions. I'm resetting the intentions of this energy where everything is good, everything is flowing, everything is as it's meant to be. My tripod broke yesterday, but you know what? I'm gonna find a way to get another one, or I'll fix this one until I can figure out how I can get another one. Because this didn't happen for no reason, and maybe this happened because it's trying to stop me from... Oh my gosh, this little dog right now, he's just like, he's really testing it. He's really testing it. Maybe that my tripod broke because there's some energy trying to conflict with me putting out these messages and these videos, because I know that they have a really deeper, really powerful purpose behind them. Even if you can't see it right now, the bigger picture of this is so beyond even what I can even fathom right now. And maybe not. Maybe I'm just making a bigger thing out of it than it really needs to be. Maybe there's no reason why this happened. But my higher self just knows there's always a reason. Maybe it's wanting to test my patience. Maybe it's wanting to test to see how consistent I'm really going to be. Am I really going to struggle a little bit to put my tripod up that's broken right now so that I can put it up video? Or I could have easily just been like, you know what, forget that struggle. My tripod broke. I can't make videos now. Maybe it's just here to just see how I'm gonna respond. If I'm gonna react and get frustrated and get pissed and just say, you know what, it's not the time for me to be putting out videos. Or it's like, okay, it broke. Now what can I do next? What can I do from here? How can I move forward from this? And I don't exactly know how to move forward right now, because I need to talk to my dad and see if he knows if my uncle's gonna come back before I leave. If they're gonna come back. If they're not, is there someone else that's gonna come back? If not, is there someone else who he knows? I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I just know that there's gonna be a way that presents itself, and I will have I'll have something to use to make my videos. And you know, it's also reminding me, what is this guy chewing on? Bro, what do you have? Little kids. Gotta have patience with these kids. It's reminding me of another situation. I always like to remind myself of situations when I didn't think it was gonna work out and it actually did. So when I first, not this time around, but when I first came to Mexico a few months ago, back in May, literally the day after I got here to Mexico, I lost my phone. And it's also incredible how it happened, where I know that it happened for a reason because of how it happened. Where I lost my phone when we were in this ranch, actually where my dad's at. We had gone there to visit because it's my grandpa. Hold on, just give me a second. These kids here. Okay. As if I already have enough on my plate. These guys want to be playing right here, all up on me. And very close around the pole. Oh my gosh. Hey, no, please don't play right now. Not right now. Shelby loves to make this sound where I'm sure you already heard it. Where she doesn't play in silence. She just has to be making this noise. Kiko, hey, can you guys just chill? Can you guys just give me a second right now and just chill? No, siéntese. Kiko, sit down. Hey, sit down. Oh, she's just not listening. Kiko, hey, sit down. Good boy. Ahí quédese, okay? Ahí se queda. Okay? Oh my gosh, hold on. I think I need to light this up again. Okay, so as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by these playful little dog beings. I lost my phone the day after I got here in Mexico. And I lost it in a place that had no service. At the ranch, there's no service whatsoever. Nothing. There's just Wi-Fi. Everyone has Wi-Fi out there. So there's Wi-Fi at the ranch, but there's no Wi-Fi anywhere. There's no Wi-Fi as you're walking around. Me and my little sister were riding a horse, and at some point my phone fell out. So I lost my phone, and I couldn't track it because there was no service. So I couldn't find my iPhone. There was no service. There was nothing that I can do to try to find it. And I was thinking like, oh my gosh, how am I now going to order another phone through my insurance and have it brought to me in Mexico? Because my phone company was in the United States. They don't ship to Mexico. How was I going to be able to get my phone over here to me in Mexico? Well, I let it go. I released it. Yeah, I was a little frustrated at what had happened. But by the time we ended up leaving the ranch, was probably like 2 days later, and we finally got some service. My dad started making some calls, and go figure, my little sister's mom, in literally within just a few days, which is the days that it would have taken for my phone to arrive from the insurance, 2 days after that, my little sister and her mom were going to El Paso. So she was like, yeah, we'll bring it for her. We'll go and pick it up and we'll bring it for her. I was like, oh my gosh, how amazing. What are the odds? Ah! Sorry for the little yell. I just looked up and I just saw myself getting closer and closer but falling. Oh my goodness. This video is going to be all over the place, but this is natural human experiences. It's just natural human experiences. So I was saying that what were the odds, what were the coincidences that right when my phone was arriving, the very next day, I had somebody who could go all the way over there to the US, pick up my phone and bring it to me. I literally had it brought right to my dad's doorsteps. Exactly when I was gonna say exactly when I needed it, but I realized I didn't even need my phone. And I realized also what it was trying to teach me, because every time something happens, I observe what it could be trying to teach me. What areas could it be helping me to grow? What ways could it be helping me to improve my thought process, my emotional state of being, my emotional intelligence? What is it that is showing me? And I was really trying to reflect on what that was bringing to me in my life. What seed was it helping me plant? And it was a big one of just being present, not worrying about taking pictures, taking videos, recording anything, posting anything. It was just about me being present, fully present with my dad, who I hadn't seen. Oh, I don't even remember now. I hadn't seen him in 8 years or something like that. Probably the last time I saw him was back in 2014, like the beginning of 2014, I think. I want to say it was 2014. No, the beginning of 2013, actually. Yeah, the beginning of 2013 is the last time I had seen my dad, and I saw him again this year in May, which is Gregorian 2024. So it had been a really long time. And it wasn't about It wasn't about trying to capture the moment on photos or trying to capture the moment in videos. It was just about me capturing the moment in here. And it was a gentle reminder. I mean, it's not like it's so gentle to lose your phone. I honestly didn't even care about my phone. I really don't care about my phone. The only thing I care about is my photos and my videos. And I know that source knows that. And that's why that happened for me, because yeah, it's great to capture photos and capture videos and capture that moment frozen in time, something that we can't ever get back again, to capture that and to be able to look back. I love photos and videos because I love looking back and me just remembering that emotion all over again and experiencing that emotion all over again, because the past exists in the present, the future exists in the present. Everything is existing simultaneously right here, right now. So every time I may go back to a photo, I may go back to a video, I'm experiencing that emotion and that feeling and that fulfillment of that human experience all over again in the present. And I feel like that's why I love to take photos. I love to take videos. If you know me, if you see me, I'm constantly taking videos. I'm constantly taking photos. And maybe there's some deeper meaning within that I'm actually right now in this moment receiving. That maybe, yeah, there's different reasons I guess why I do that, because maybe it's tied to a little bit of fear where I don't want to lose out on that moment. I don't want to forget it someday, because there's been a lot of things in my life. Kiko, venga, siéntese. Venga y siéntese. Kiko, no hay nada. He barks at everything. I think it's good. What was I saying? I feel like maybe it could be coming from a sense of fear of, okay, yeah, so I said that. I realize how when I was like, let's say within my childhood, there's so many things that my brother has brought up, my mom, my parents, family members have brought up, and I just don't remember it. I feel, oh gosh, I'm back. Whoever's stuck with me through this video, oh my gosh, so much love, so much patience that you have, because this video is all over the place. Kiko just does not stop walking around this pole and knocking it over. I don't know why this is happening. I'm not even going to try to figure out why it's happening. I don't know why it's happening, but you know what? We're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep moving forward. And I'm not going to let any frustration get to me, any impatience get to me, and just say, you know what? Forget it. I'm not even going to make a video. I'm still going to do it. So that's that resilience right there. So as I was saying, in my childhood, I blocked out a lot of memories. I blocked out a lot of experiences and emotions and just a lot of things. I just don't remember it from my childhood. And I know why, because my childhood was not something that I just would have wanted to be right at the center of my memories. I blocked it out as a sense of me thinking that was me healing, to just forget about it and just ignore it and just push it to a side in a corner in the dark and not acknowledge it. That was a way of me thinking I'm healing that, I'm overcoming that. And in a sense, it isn't. It's just you just pushing it to a side, and regardless, it's still gonna be there. Everything is always going to still be there until we face it, until we acknowledge it, until we sit with it for a little bit and really just be like, all right, what's good? What's up? what do you want to talk about? Not literally, but so I can kind of maybe see why I have now become so with now that we have this technology to be able to take cameras and literally carry a camera in our phone. We all have a camera that we carry around. It's not just photographers now. It's not just videographers, whatever it is. Everybody, we're all carrying a camera in our phone. And I feel like that time that I lost my phone, it was trying to remind me and to center and balance me within the imbalance that I was having of taking photos all the time, taking videos all the time. Because even within a conversation I was having with my mom around that time when I had lost my phone, she knows how much I love to take pictures and videos, and she knows how much I have been so centered in capturing these moments where, yes, I'm present, but at the same time, there's still a part of me that is not fully present there because I'm behind the camera. Even if a lot of times I've been mindful of whenever I'm taking a picture or video or something, I'll look into the camera, because later on, for years or however long, I'll be able to look into the camera and see it from that lens. But I will never again be able to feel it through these lenses and see it through here in the present moment as it's happening. So it's like, even though I'm mindful of the fact of be present, take your videos, take your photos, but be present, experience it first away from the phone, from the gadgets. That lesson was trying to teach me to remember. And going back to me saying, I was even having that conversation with my mom where she also gave me a gentle reminder where it's like, when we leave here from this human experience, we don't take any photos with us. We don't take any videos with us. We don't take our photo album with us. We don't take our Google Drive with us. We don't take our memory cards or our iCloud storage. We don't take any of that with us. All those memories get left right here. And that's where they stay, right here. So that was a big lesson for me to take a step back into the present moment and appreciate having my dad with me and experience having him near me and feel him and see him and look into his eyes, and to communicate with him, and for him to learn who I am and me relearn who he is now, and to just be present in that breath with him. And I realized why that happened with my phone then, because I didn't struggle to get my phone a week later. I didn't struggle not having my phone throughout that entire week. I didn't struggle in any way, even being there at the ranch still with my dad, not having a phone, not recording, not taking photos or anything like that. I was able to just be more centered in my heart space and remove myself from the physical world of the photos and videos are of this physical world, capturing all of that physically as of this physical world. And I needed to be more in here, feel it in here, experience it in here. Also too, because I was even reflecting at that time when there's been so many photos and videos throughout my life that I've taken, and I lose the iCloud drive. I lose that email and I can never get back into it. So I don't even have those photos or the videos. So it's like, why do I place so much value on these things when from one moment to the next they could be gone? From one moment to the next we could lose it. From one moment to the next we could lose that device, this phone, if I didn't have anything backed up, which I didn't. all those photos and videos would have been gone. But the moment is not. The moment stays within here forever, even if I can't consciously remember. My subconscious mind recorded that moment, and it's in here. It's in here. So that kind of has me reflect back to this right here, right now, with my tripod breaking and me not exactly knowing how I'm going to be able to get another tripod. And it's something so simple. Like, yeah, it's something so simple. It's insignificant of a tripod. A tripod is very insignificant. But it's also through these insignificant things that we can practice our patience muscle, that we can practice our trusting muscle, that we can practice that muscle that trusts and believes that, you know what, this happened for a reason. And since it happened, there's already a solution made out for me. I just need to stay calm in my mind and stay centered in my heart to be able to receive and allow that alignment to unfold for me. This alignment to unfold for me to be able to receive a new tripod effortlessly, where I don't have to be putting in so much physical effort for me to get another one. Just as it happened with my phone. I let it go, I released it, and I just knew I have insurance. There's a way that I can get a phone. How I'm exactly going to physically receive it in my hands, I don't know, but there's gonna be a way. And there was a way that literally I didn't have to do anything other than just walk outside the door and go get my phone when it got here. But there was a lot that I was able to learn from that. And right now, I don't know. Yeah, there's little things that I'm learning from it. Maybe they're not seem so grand, but there's little things. There's also the little things of me, of the feeling of, how am I trying to say this? It's also reflecting to me my resilience or my effort to continue moving forward, even though my tripod is broken. In some way, somehow, I'm mounting it, even though it's a leaning tower of Giza right now. I figured out a way to be able to still make a video today. I didn't just give up. I didn't just say, forget it, you know. I'm just, it happened. I can't do anything about it. Next time I know, it's a mental note to my future self. When I'm done with my equipment, fold it back up, put it away. Don't just leave it standing, because of course, I gave possibility for it to have broken this way. I could have prevented that. Next time, mental note is there. When I'm done with something, put it away, fold it up, put it away, make sure it's nowhere near anything that can possibly harm it in any way. And I feel like the message is also coming through in the same way of this entire video, where how many times did this tripod fall and you hear me screaming, not screaming, but I made a little yell. How many times did it try to fall? With also Gigo barking of hearing air blow outside. How many interruptions did I receive? But yet I'm good. I'm continuing forward. I'm continuing to trust that there's a message that is unfolding within this. And this weirdness that occurred is a part of it too. It's a part of it. Because what's the point of also striving for perfection in these videos when I'm talking about the human experience? I'm talking about the spiritual experience, or the spiritual realm that we exist in also. There's no point of trying to perfect anything when that's also conflicting with the message of receiving these human experiences and not allowing it to take control of our emotions, of us having that emotional intelligence to not let myself get frustrated, you not getting frustrated, of being so patient with me throughout this whole video. All of this is a part of the human experience. These things happen, maybe in not the specific sense where you got a broken tripod laying around and it just keeps falling on your face, or a little dog who just barks at every little movement. I think he might have been even barking at the grain of sand that's down there. He barks at everything. But it's all part of the human experience. Everything is part of the human experience. Nothing is meant to be perfect. Although at the same time, I feel like everything is as perfect as it's meant to be. Imperfection is quite literally, I'm perfect. So it's all about how we perceive things. Perception creates reality. And my perception on this specific experience right now is, you know what? There's going to be a way that comes up. I'm going to have another tripod. And when I have another tripod, I'm going to make a video and I'm going to show you. And I'll tell you how I got it. I'll tell you how easy and effortlessly it was. And I have a feeling I'm going to get it before I leave. Before I leave next week. Oh my gosh, next week. No, the following week after next week, 2 weeks, 13 days from now. Within these 13 days, I am trusting and I am believing that some way, somehow, either I'm gonna fix my tripod and it's gonna be perfectly good like it never happened, or it's gonna be perfectly good like it never happened for at least as long as I need it until I can receive another tripod. Or I'm just going to receive another tripod. Regardless, you know what I'm actually realizing right now too that I forgot to mention? Another thing that I thought about, like, did this happen now? Because I've been in my mind, sorry, I spit a little bit. I've been in my mind thinking about how I need another tripod because this tripod, when it folds down, it's like literally still like, it's still like this long. If I'm traveling and I'm gonna need to be putting my equipment in my backpack to be on the go. I'm not trying to be carrying this big, sorry, I keep spitting. I'm not trying to be carrying this big tripod in my backpack that could possibly pull somebody's eye out or my own eye out from it sticking out. And so maybe I created this experience, actually. Maybe I created this experience by thinking that I needed a more compact, lighter, smaller, shorter tripod. Maybe I'm the one that created this. And you know what? I don't doubt that I did it, because we are all creating our reality through our thoughts, through our feelings, through our emotions, through our environment of what we're in, through our constant usage or attunement to music, to shows, to movies, to conversations, to things, to places, to food, to alcohol, to liquor, whatever it is. We're constantly creating momentum of human experiences to come into our lives. So if I created this, I created it. I take it responsibility. I acknowledge that I have something to do with what happened here. And I'm also taking responsibility of my own mind to remind myself and to remember there's always going to be a way. And if there's always going to be some door that's open. And if it's not open, there's going to be a window. And if there ain't no window, then there's some kind of underground tunnel. And if there ain't no underground tunnel, then there's going to be a ladder for you to go in through the roof. I don't know. I don't know. But there's always going to be something. Just because the door is locked, don't just give up there. Go and check a window. If their windows are closed, don't just stop there. There's gonna be something or someone that can come and help you and unlock the door. And oh my gosh, that actually brings me to something that brings me to such a beautiful reminder. But it's also attached to a really heavy experience that is quite literally the reason I am who I am today. And reflecting on that actual using that example of the doors not being open. One time, and I'll probably go into this a lot deeper in another video, because it's gonna take its own video. But one time I couldn't get into my door, and I didn't have the keys. I didn't have my keys because somebody had taken my keys or stole my keys, and I had to get to work too, and I didn't know how I was gonna get there. I had already had a really heavy night. That entire night I hadn't slept. I had driven from El Paso to Phoenix without sleeping, right after getting out of a really horrible place, and I stayed true in my faith, and somehow that door unlocked. I kid you not. I was talking to Source within myself, and something within me was not accepting the fact that my door was locked and I couldn't get in. There was no windows that were left unlocked. The back door was not left unlocked. There was no way of me getting in. And I had no time to call a locksmith because I needed to get to work. I had just enough time to shower and to change and to head out. But my front door was locked. And me staying true to myself and my faith, the door was locked, but it still opened. The door was literally locked and it still opened. Like, something told me to push the door, and the door opened. Those are the type of things that it's like, I've experienced so much of the spiritual dimension proving itself to be here with me in the physical, that nobody can tell me the spiritual world doesn't exist. Nobody can tell me that. Me staying true in my faith, me having this blind faith and this thing that is just within me, that is just continuing to move me through everything. Nobody can tell me that your faith alone cannot move mountains. My faith alone has unlocked, it didn't even unlock the door, it just opened it for me. The door was locked, I couldn't turn it. But I paid attention to my intuition and something telling me to push it, and it pushed open. Like, you can't explain that stuff. You just can't. So I'm gonna go into that story a little bit more in detail on another video, on another episode. And it's gonna be an emotional one because it's tied to one of my biggest experiences of life. And I can smile about it now. I can breathe I can breathe on that experience now. And I know that that's probably why I'm making this podcast show, my television series, because I have a really big message to share within just that experience alone. And it would also probably help people realize, or not realize, to just connect with me a lot more, and to realize, I keep saying realize, to realize where it is that I'm coming from and where it is that things started for me to be and think and believe and move through my life the way that I do. It adds so much context to it. So let's see, 2110. I'm closing up the message here. We started off rocky, and we ended up really smooth and really calm and really in a really peaceful energy. 2130, thank you for vibing with me. Thank you for sharing this moment with me and accepting me in my vulnerability. I'm a very emotional person, and I used to push that off so much, but our emotions are what make us us. We're not meant to push away our emotions. We're meant to feel. This is a feeling experience in this human experience. It's all about it's all about feeling. Everything is about feeling. So there's going to be a mixture of me laughing, of me being crazy and being silly, and also we're going to have a balance of being able to filter through emotions and be raw and shed a few tears and allow ourselves to heal through that. So 222, I leave you with my love. I leave you with peace, and thank you for your peace, and thank you for your love, and continue to remind yourself that no matter what, you are loved, and everything is serving a higher purpose in your life. Much love. Till next time on The Love Solution, where love is the root of our existence. Peace.